July 8th, 2021. I'm E. Giuliano. You just heard from Otto, setting us all up here for this live stream. Welcome, everyone. Articush is waiting in the wings. We've got Delton as well and Jay Charming. And we're going to hear some updates. It's a speedy town hall. You know, we've just finished a big half-year update, and now we're pushing into the second half of the year. And the steps are continuing to be made. We're walking along. Some might even say at a steady, healthy pace here. And so welcome everyone to this live stream. We hope you're doing well.
So we have a little bit of technical difficulties. Let me just check what is happening.
Oh, hello everyone. Yeah, we're back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Otto and
Yes,
Articush?
Yes.
Okay, well, we don't know what happened there, but anyway, we left it off basically saying the second half of the year has started now. We're moving along at a good pace. Everyone is, who's attending the community meetings with Articush, adding their efforts and ideas together, and we're pushing on to that second half of the year. It's a beginning of the second half of the year. Don't want to say that too many times. I just want to bring on Delton now, and he's going to share with us about some Komodo in the news. But really, yeah, welcome everyone. We hope you're doing well, as usual. And thanks for joining this live stream weekly town hall meeting for July 8th. Delton is going to join us now on the stage in just a moment. And yeah, we're just waiting with excitement as the second half unfolds, but just remembering that it's a half year, it's 6 months, and just keep your eyes and ears open, enjoy and participate within the Discord and all of that. And here's Delton now, and he's going to share with us about the news. Hi, Delton. And just to remind you to unmute yourself once you're ready.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so we have the 2021 half-year update summary here. So basically, this is like the written summary of the live stream that we had last week. So I'll just walk through this really quickly. So here you can find the live stream video. So if you want to watch that, the speakers at the live stream event from last week, watch the replay there. The next thing is the tech updates. So we talk about the Atomic DEX H1 2021 milestones. So there were several new releases of Atomic DEX throughout the first half of 2021. So for instance, 040 marked a stable beta milestone, which was on that implemented all kinds of new upgrades based on the 2020 Atomic DEX stress test results. In April, Atomic DEX 02 added protocol support for 20 tokens. And the entire new wallet portfolio tracking enhancements and professional trading mode for the DEX interface. And 043 implemented the BEP20 InstaList feature. So now, in addition to ERC20 tokens and QRC20 tokens, you can now instantly list your own BEP20 tokens on Atomic DEX. So you can store them in non-custodial wallet, or you can trade them on the DEX. And here we talk about some of the upcoming Atomic DEX upgrades. So 050 is coming out in a few weeks. This is going to be a really big release with all kinds of new enhancements. We talk about how there's now the R-Atomic swap. So that's going to be a big deal. And that's going to be a big deal for not only Atomic DEX, but just like any DEX that uses PI. Also upcoming is Atomic DEX SLP token integration, thanks to the generous support of the Bitcoin Cash community for helping fund that development. And of course, the big thing is Atomic DEX Web. So being able to use Atomic DEX in a web browser. So this is going to be huge things in terms of adoption of Atomic DEX. A few updates about Komodo Core and Smart Chains. So the Medusa hard fork that took place last month was a huge success. So yeah, the DPAL Season 5 notary node operators are now online and now using Litecoin for cross-chain notarizations. And also a big thing coming up is Townhall Platform's full-featured NFT platform using Komodo core technology. So this is an excellent showcase of what projects can build with Komodo technology. And here we have a few screenshots of the 050 release. Yeah, so that's the simple mode. So it's going to make it easy to trade on Atomic DEX. It's going to make it really easy to not only trade, but also you can see the history really easy here. So you can check out like all your previous trades on the DEX as well. A few business updates we have are the Kmd use cases. So working on adding new use cases for Kmd, such as adding Kmd to multiple networks, discounted fees on Atomic DEX using Kmd, buybacks and liquidity incentives. Another big thing is going to be branded DEXs. So after the successful launch of Doge DEX, adding more DEXs such as Gleek DEX and a few others to come, and an unannounced partnership that we'll be revealing later this year. Yeah, and we have tons of new marketing updates, so just briefly go through those. So we have the new marketing direction update with Otto as CMO, things like the PR and media, so you can check out all the results, all the different news publications that Komodo has been featured in throughout the first half of 2021. Also the SEO upgrades and just how we're improving the Komodo website, Komodo blog, bringing more traffic, making sure that we're part of those relevant conversations, and just kind of exploring topics that are really important in blockchain and crypto. Another big focus is content in Komodo Academy. Also the email subscriber list. We go through the YouTube views, and actually we just reached 2,000 subscribers on Komodo YouTube, so that's a big milestone. So looking to build upon that success. Also with the visuals and graphic design, so we're with Articush doing the voiceover and Raymond working on the graphics here. So yeah, this is a nice video. So be sure to check that out. That's now our channel trailer on Komodo YouTube. Yeah, and we look at some of the stats in terms of Twitter, Reddit, Discord, and just seeing how we're kind of growing all those communities, growing all those social channels. And at the end, yep, be sure to subscribe for future updates about Komodo. So yeah, be sure to join the newsletter to get all the latest updates. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Komodo in the news this week. So a lot of things took place during the first half of 2021, but yeah, definitely a lot of like cool things, interesting things to come in the second half of 2021. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Wow, incredible! Actually, that's for the first week of the second half, that was a lot of good quality news information there, Delton. The 0.5 release of Atomic DEX, well, anyway, I'm not going to repeat it all. There was a lot there, and that was exciting. Tokel and others, and so that's good overview of what we can start to salivate over. So that's really nice. So thanks for that thorough update. Really beyond my expectations for sure. And so we have going to follow that up with Otto. Otto will share with us about the Komodo related events. All right. So thanks, Delton, once again. And yeah, let's pull Otto up here. And there we go. Hi, Otto.
Yeah, hi. Indeed. So we completed the material update like Delta was explaining, and a lot of info there. You can find the summary blog post from the Komodo homepage that we are showing here. There's a link to the video summary. There's also, of course, the YouTube. There is this the actual update we made live for YouTube, and a lot of good info there. But now, what comes to July? Now that we are in the second half of the year, this month we are very busy on planning the announced Miami event happening at the end of August. And there's a lot of other things going on as well, but the Miami event is the number one target that takes most of our time. And Then there's some other things going on that I wanna just give a quick shout out at this point. There's a project called Tokel, so tokel.io. We have been working with them, and we will be talking more about Tokel in the future. But if you haven't heard yet, then be sure to check that out. Check out their homepage, and you can join the Discord. There's a link here on the corner of the website. And from the Discord, you can learn more about what they are doing and how we're working together. But like I said, there will be more information about Tokel coming up a little later. Other things are, we have the monthly updates for Komodo. So we have another update at the end of July. So be sure to tune into that for the latest news and announcements from our team, both business and marketing, as well as development. And then we are working on also for the kind of the other announcements that we mentioned, the mid-year update. And we are busy putting together like a marketing calendar. So that's basically is what is going on from the marketing side. So the two things to remember is end of July or project update. Then end of August, live streamed conference in Miami. And then staying tuned for the other announcements, including the Tokel. That's all from me. Back to you, Juliana.
All righty. Thank you, Otto. That was crisp and clean. Looking forward to that Miami conference. And yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well so far after this set of updates you're hearing from Otto. Exciting times ahead for sure. And speaking of exciting times, you know, twice weekly, you can interact with Articush and discuss community. And here's Articush to talk more about that. So Articush, how's it going? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, welcome. And how's it going?
Everything is fine, actually. It's crazy hot here in the Netherlands. First of all, I just wanted to kick it off, as always, reminding you guys that we have community hangouts on Wednesdays, 12 p.m. UTC, and Thursdays at 3 p.m. UTC, just before the town hall. The last week was quite a breather after the half-a-year update, and we kicked it off with community hangouts with the topic of creative content for Komodo, and we made a writer's room for all the content creators. We do see a lot of activity there, and we're trying to guide them also, as leave them to make what they want on their own. We had a couple of great contributor calls. We had a talk with Exile13 from Hempcoin, which has actually promoted us in his posters, where he can attend one of the blockchain events in America, I think. And also we had a very refreshing contributors call together with Otto, with Sun, who is a German student who's studying videography and photography and is very into marketing. He pointed quite few things that we have to look, and some of those things we already were aware about, and they are actually in the making to fix that. But it's good to have someone ambitious and dedicated who sees those things and is ready to help us to fix them. And I would most definitely praise those people who think that they found something that it could make Komodo platform website application better. Join our contributor calls, join our community hangouts on Wednesdays 12 p.m. and Thursdays at 3 p.m. UTC, and just catch us in the Discord. Don't be afraid to hit us up in the channels. We're always, if we're online, we're always there to kind of give you feedback and see how we can help each other. That is pretty much it for this week. I'm looking forward for the next week. As soon as we're gonna get the topic for the next week, most definitely gonna let you know through our weekly update video together with Otto, which usually comes out on Mondays. So look out for that. And I think that is that from the community. I mean, I'm just loving the energy from the community. The people are actually pushing themselves towards us, and we're kind of trying to get closer to them to find the ways how to better Komodo's image.
Excellent. You know what? just as much as I'm excited to hear the different news items and think about the events that are being coordinated for Komodo, is also just hearing from you about the activity, the contributions from community members and their desire to get involved and the way that they're getting involved. And it sounds like it's just building up upon itself. And so just to hear about that community effort, that community intention and activity is also equally exciting for me. And I'm so glad that we're getting these updates from you and that everybody is, who's participating is doing that, and getting new people to join and participate continuously. And it just it keeps getting better. So well done. And thank you for all of your efforts.
It seems like an absolutely fantastic time for the community members to be a part of Komodo.
Yeah, indeed. It feels that way. It definitely is that organic and grassroots feeling, and the people are bringing their skills, their talents, their creativities, and you're all making it happen in that way. So good for you, everyone. So yeah, thanks Articush for that excellent update for us. And we are going to move forward now to the one and only Jay Charming. Step on up and share with us, have you got some social media activity there? I'm just waiting for Jay Charming to make the way onto this stage. There we go. Hi, Jay Charming.
Howdy there.
Hi.
Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you now, yes.
Awesome. Yeah, so we've had a bunch of great social media activity coming out and stuff that we've been getting in our amplification and distribution channels. First one that's up is one of the reasons our atomic swaps and DEX are far superior is that they're not AMMs, which are the automated market maker pools, but they are actually P2P, the peer-to-peer. And it's a quote retweet of the Thorchain malicious attack and fund loss that happened. So we're never happy in the space whenever there is an attack or anything on another project. However, something we've been keeping an eye on is that Thorchain has been promoting itself as this like true atomic swap platform, and we've been like having some discussions with PR and media and like journalists and trying to get this conversation in to say like, hey, everybody, like this is like these are not like atomic swaps that they're like talking about. What they're doing is that this is just more of the same like hybrid or centralized technology with additional steps. And we don't catch a ton of interest on that until something like this happens and there's like an attack and a loss of funds and there was like something malicious that happens on that chain because they're not actually native and peer-to-peer atomic swap processes. And the name, like the phrase atomic swap, has just been like being muddled about like what it actually is and what it means, and it's becoming untrusted like in some ways because of this. So we're kind of like staying on top of this, or trying our best to stay on top of this and be sure to like always be getting this information out. And we have this really great tweet thread that's talking about the do you trust peer-to-peer atomic swap, like, and connecting quote tweets with people that were covering the Thorchain like situation and how that would not happen and does not happen with the Komodo Atomic DEX API, which is what Atomic DEX, Doge DEX, other branded DEXs, and any other situation runs off of.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? I do feel like stepping in here and just saying you're right about, we don't want anything bad to happen to anybody in the space, but at the same time, it also points out to the goods and the bads. And, I do consider this like a super long haul, and it will be attrition. It's going to be about attrition and who's going to stand the test of time. And so we definitely feel good about what Komodo is doing, what Komodo is building. And it's good that Komodo is getting involved in the conversation. And attrition is definitely something I've been considering. And this is another example of it. And so, yeah, we'll keep going ahead, everyone in the entire metaverse. And so thanks, Jay Charming. That's a good piece of news. This whole live stream here unexpectedly is turning out to be pretty wild. I didn't know about this this news. So cool. Continue,
Yeah,
please,
that's
Forrest. Jay Charming. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the reasons that we like doing this update, and like much appreciate like you emceeing this like with us, Giuliano. It's just like this news kind of like a lot of news like stays trapped in areas, and the idea is to like, kind of distribute it and amplify it. So anyway, moving on. So the "you're still early" meme, like don't worry everybody, you're still early. Like we got a really good land that of a tweet that had those metrics. 96 retweets, just short of 1,000 likes right now. We have, in hindsight, a WebDex, which is one of the major announcements coming out of the half-year update for Komodo. In hindsight, a WebDex with peer-to-peer order books was inevitable, and this is true. Like the idea that we should be able to log into something like online, to get into our browser, to connect our wallet to it, somewhat like MetaMask, but instead of connecting to an AMM pool and like this smart contract collection, which obviously is a more insecure method, at least at this point in time, for trading, but to be able to just trade like peer to peer. So like I can send you I can like drop you a link on social media, Giuliano, and be like, hey, I've got the trade up that you want for like those chips. Like let's trade it out, and then go play some poker. Stuff like that. And it's going to be accessible on any screen with internet without giving up control of your keys. It's talking about mobiles, we're talking about smartwatches, we're talking about tablets, we're talking about your refrigerator if you really wanted it, just things like that. Just the Internet of Things. And the fact that the crypto influencers do not get this. We're still early. Like this is the next major move in our space. And it's out there.
Yeah.
It's accompanied by this great comic graphic. Go ahead.
Incredible. Sorry, yeah, that graphic is really nice too. There's definitely a nice classic feel to it. But you know what? It's pretty cool feeling to be around the Komodo platform and to see the things that are capable and have been capable for some time, but are now being built out and being manifested in these different projects and stuff. But it's great to see this because it has been a really good education about really high quality blockchain technology that some people are only just finding out about or haven't even thought about yet. And I feel like we're privileged in some sense to be around the people who are building all of this and putting this forth, because it's not widely known, it seems. So congratulations everyone who's here and listening and paying attention to this, and share it as best as you can, but it will eventually be out there for sure.
Yeah. All right, and then I got the last one. So we've got Cryptune sharing the scoop on the Tokel.io is doing an IDO on Atomic DEX. They're like leading the way and setting the standard, and this is going to be kind of the template that somebody could have always reference to as an example that's going to be out there. So an IDO is an initial DEX offering. The Delton, our director of content here in-house and the person that writes all the wonderful blog content, wrote up a piece on this a while back that got picked up by some media. This idea that you can just hop onto Atomic DEX, you can seed your own buckets of whatever coin you've created and start advertising it anywhere, and then just tell people, yeah, like come in and buy it. Like I've got like four sections of price for this coin. You can come, you can buy it up, you can basically run a quote unquote ICO for the project just right out the door. Super no coder friendly, like to get all this like set up and done. Really just like a really great setup. So Tokel.io is doing it. Tokel is one of the Komodo independent smart chains in our system, and they are building this NFT kind of coin situation with the desire to like be deeply integrated with Komodo Atomic DEX API. It says, airdrop, you say? After the IDO, KMD holders will also get a share of the TKL, which is the Tokel tag allocation to ensure a fair distribution. It will be balance based for all KMD held in private wallets. So if you have KMD in your private wallet, especially on Atomic DEX, and you want to participate in this Tokel airdrop, go learn about Tokel, go learn about NFTs, go learn about the smart chains within the Komodo ecosystem, and keep your eyes open for this airdrop and situation. And it doesn't matter if you're using Atomic DEX, Dogecoin DEX, Gleek DEX, any of the branded DEXs in our ecosystem. It's all the same. It all runs off the Komodo Atomic DEX API. That's all I got for today.
Yeah, good to know, and good congratulations to all the people working super hard on the Tokel build and project there. And you know, we've got some people that consistently put out really high quality tweets. So, for example, Cryptoon here, Jacob's Tune, and others who consistently put out really high quality tweets that continuously get featured and give content here to Jay Charming, but also just get that word out and spread this good news from Komodo platform. So good on you for all of you who are doing that effort as well. All right, Jay Charming. So it's time to head off. I think we are done for today. Thanks a lot for that enthusiastic presentation.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the MC, and thanks to everybody else that's sharing information every Thursday at our Thursday town halls here, and to all the hard work that's going in by Komodo team and community everywhere.
Well said. All right, then. With that, we're going to end this week's Thursday Town Hall. Thanks, everyone, for being here. And whether you're listening live, or whether you're listening to the recorded version after the fact, wishing you all the best. And we'll talk again next time. Take care and goodbye.